This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, back with another one. So today I'm going to show you this clip of Cameron breaking down Dame Dash. Check this out.
Bro, you have 100 different reasons why Roc-A-Fella broke up. You told me Jay didn't want to pay Biggs no more. You go downstairs and you scream and yell at Kevin Liles and Julie Greenwald and Leo Cohen. You make the movie Death of a Dynasty while the dynasty is still going on. Did I play a part in it? And not saying on purpose, because he's like, I think you did on purpose. Why the f would I do it on purpose? I just had a platinum album. I just had a great artist, Jewels, get signed. You just signed my label. Why would I want to break it up? That sounds stupid. Now, maybe I did jump the gun and say I was going to be the president, but me and Bleak, we giggled and joked about it because maybe we're doing other things with our life and we're still not thinking about that. And we moved on. And I thought they moved on too. See, that's what I realized too doing this, up here doing the podcasting and talking, is that some people are over some things and some people will never get over other things. And sometimes when I have these conversations with people, I'll ask a question or I'll make a statement saying, oh, that ain't worried about it. That was 20 years ago. Now they still worried about it. So I'll pick and choose what I say on these podcasts more carefully. Doubt it. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So no, I don't feel bad because I moved on and did other things. If you ask Dame, he's doing a million other things. Dame's attitude is, and I always believe in Dame. See, that's the one thing too, son, is that even when my son asks me about like, yo, what's going on with your name? And he's like, he feel I don't look out for him. He feel I don't do this. And my son was like, all you do is give him credit. It's documented. If you, for the last 20 years, any interview I've done talking about Dame, I've never dissed Dame. I always praise Dame. I always say thank you. I always tell people how much he helped me get out of a bad situation into a great situation, able to feed myself. And for me saying Honor Rutt was whack, this all snowballed into this. Is it times in between our relationship talking about Dame when I don't speak to him for a year or two? Yeah. Because since you grew up with Dame, you know sometimes it can be overwhelming. That don't mean I ain't love him. That don't mean I ain't his friend. That don't mean I ain't with him. None of this. Every interview for the last 20 years, all I've done is giving this man props on how he's helped me. But when you keep pushing my buttons on the internet and I did nothing to you, and then not only don't come back on you on the internet, all I do is just don't pick the phone up. I'll be like, I'm just not picking the phone up. That's just that. And then you keep poking me, pause. And my side, I'm like, all right, what you want me to do?
Dame always had that edge to him, but sometimes that edge cuts the wrong way. He's been talking greasy to people around him. That's the kind of stuff that can burn bridges fast.
I be Cam. Now I gotta be Cam. And that's how we out here. So no, I don't feel bad. Because according to Dame, all he do is make $100 million companies. He'd say, yo, I sold Roc-A-Fella for $100 million. Roc-A, we're $100 million. I'll make another $100 million company. Why are we dwelling on this if that's all you do?
Where the money at? Where the money at, man? Where it go? Where the real money go? Where the money go, Cam? I'm being honest with you. I want to know what $100 million. I know it's taxes and where the money at?
Well,
Larry, it's not fly to have money. It's fly to
I'm just trying to figure out where the money is. You get $100 million.
Learn what Dame said.
Well, listen, Larry, according to Dame, we not real men talk about other men's expenses.
Well, I want to talk about that. I'm sorry, Sin. I want to talk about that because you know, I noticed on that interview at the Breakfast Club, Daniel was talking about some other stuff, and Chatty Patty got up twice to go back to tap Daniel to say something about my wife and my family and her situation, which we didn't want out there. It was a private situation. Mm-hmm. So when you talk about talking about chatty patties, you was a chatty patty and you got up and tapped that man on his shoulder and asked that man, hey, you want to go ahead and talk about that now? You want to talk about Larry's situation? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's a chatty patty. That's what, if you listen close, Charlamagne the God said, look at you being the chatty patty. Mm-hmm. That's what the he is, a chat. My gloves is off today. I'm sorry. I'm a little heated about that because I felt like that violated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. We're going to get to I was going to get to all that, man.
My bad.
Yo, you got to express yourself. I ain't mad at you. Yeah, we'll get to that in a minute. But go ahead.
What's up? So what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. Dame Dash has always been known for his passion, his bold moves, and his refusal to play the industry game. But at some point, being too real in the wrong room can backfire, and that's what it looks like Cam'ron is shining light on here. You got these big money opportunities on the table, people ready to invest or do business, and instead of locking it in, Dame is reportedly spazzing out and blaming others. That's not strategy, that's self-destruction. And when you're dealing with something like Roc-A-Fella, that kind of behavior has consequences. Whether it was ego, pride, or just being fed up, that pattern of blowing things up instead of building them forward became a problem. Cam'ron ain't saying it with hate either. You can tell it's more like, here's what really happened, and a lot of people who were around that era probably saw signs of this the whole time. Roc-A-Fella had the talent, the culture, the business lane wide open, but one person's inability to move smart in key moments can ruin all that. Okay, so drop a comment, smash that like button, and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.